What's up, y'all? It's D, about to react to this vid by Omizi. It's titled Clavicular Ruined His Life for Content. Oh, Jesus. I've tried to steer clear of this man's content for as long as I could, but people have been asking me to check this out, so sure, let's see what's going on with him, what the latest is. I don't know why he is around or where he came from or why he's named after a collarbone, but I didn't want any parts, but here we are. Here we are talking about him. So sure, let's see what occurred. Let's watch.
Oh.
What's happening?
Damn, bro. And I got thousands of niggas that are coming out.
I'm black and my son black. You talking about black people, talking about my kids. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga hoe. On my mom.
Period. Get him, because I do know that he said the N-word, and now you out in public, and real niggas is gonna run up on you, and I'm glad this is happening. You bitch ass streamers, y'all feel so safe in the comfort of your own home, in your little bum ass basement, talking all this shit, saying all these negative things about black people. But you gotta go in the real world at some point and be around black people. and some people are not about to play with you. And your face is very visible, you're going viral, people are seeing this shit, and when they see you, it's like, all right, let's see what's up. Call me that. Period. Get him.
Call me a hoe, bitch.
What you have to say?
My kids.
Bitch.
When you say black people, bitch, you scared them.
Exactly. Your scary ass ain't got nothing to say, looking dumb, hiding behind people. Bitch ass. Oh, y'all are so fucking lame.
Wow.
Oh, and he's arrested. Period. Get him. What you doing?
Everything was done properly.
Not looking good at all.
Nice fucking.
Oh wow, they know you. Saying the N-word without any sort of care, being anti-Semitic and hanging around with the other anti-Semites, hammering his face.
My mom used to take these away when I was growing up because I was always bone smashing.
Excessive drug usage.
I'm not ripping back from that, bro. My heart is beating way too fast. It's like more than normal, so fuck that. I'm not doing any coke. I'll just take some meth.
And just blatant ignorance. These are all the things that Clavicular represents, and right now he's paying for his actions on social media. If you're new to this channel and you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe.
I'm glad this is the first video I get to watch. Thank you. y'all some real ones. Y'all came through, because at first I'm like, do I want to watch this? Not really. I've tried to stay clear of him, but y'all gave me the right video to react to.
Subscribe button goes a long way. Every subscriber gained is me combating being mobbed to death. Trust me, I need it bad. Now, back into the video.
Like, nigga, I got expelled from college, like, not too long ago. I thought it was fucked. It was brutal, but, like, the social media has, like, made it possible for me to actually be myself and, you know, shoot up roids, fucking, be crazy, looks max.
A couple months ago on this channel, I at least attempted to, before the video got shaken up by YouTube's algorithm, talk about this trend that's been going on social media for years now. This trend where these new influencers, these new content creators come on, say the most outrageous things, do the most outrageous stunts.
I give a fuck about Palestine or Israel. Is Palestine gonna help me mog or what? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think so. I don't care about anything that doesn't directly correlate with me mogging.
And it's like another level of rage baiting. It's ignorant baiting. It's these stupid people who just go over the top in order to get some sort of attention.
Get punch baiting.
How it ultimately backfires. But seeing Clavicular around all these other content creators and streamers in the past month or so, he's like that creature from that Alien movie where they get the worst enemy, mix it with the second worst enemy, they do some sort of creation in a lab, and this monstrosity spews out. The problem with content creators like this is that they're not actually creating anything. No real opinions, no creativity, nothing substantive as to what they're actually doing. Their virality and fame is based off of doing the most insane things in the world. And this isn't just insane by our standards. These are insane by even the most insane people's standards. One of the creators of these trends, Myron, even had to let his disciple Clavicular know, like, this is stupid what you're doing. And he doesn't agree with the concept.
I'm doing a double jaw surgery, which is a massive...
If Myron is telling you this, my God.
Invasive, osteotomy. Do you think that that's over the top? Do you think that that's too far?
For me, it would be too far, right? I wouldn't do it.
In the last video that I talked about this, I highlighted the fact that you don't become content to be created because people are fond of you. Honestly, you become the moment, the spotlight, the highlight of the month, week, year, whatever the case may be. And that highlight illuminates a train wreck. The reason why people are having Clavicular on their platforms is because he's crashing in real time. Why? Because half of the things he does is illegal. store. Just recently, Clavicular got arrested and been charged with 2 counts of felony offenses: forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession use, along with 1 misdemeanor count for a minor using a false ID to enter.
Is he being detained at the moment?
He's being placed under arrest.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Get him.
Now, oftentimes we do think that these things are staged and fake, but no. Clavicular has to make sure that these charges are real, and he has to make sure that everything he does is captured. Now, from what we can see, this is a serious case. When his friend live streamed at the police station, it appears that Clavicular is not allowed to leave the state of Arizona until his whole case is situated.
He can't return to the scene of the offense. He can't possess any weapons, any drugs without a valid prescription. He also cannot leave the state of Arizona. That's the big one. If he leaves the state of Arizona, he is going to catch more charges, going to be revoked on release. Okay?
But for whatever reason with these train wreck ass creators, they cannot shut the cameras off. Clavicular even tells his friends to continuously go live. Not just because he's galvanizing the support of a bunch of other loser friends, but because he wants you, the audience, to see the train wreck in real time. Now, since then, he has been released from jail on a $25,000 bond, awaiting any sort of further thing to happen to him. And you would think that Clavicular would learn some sort of lesson from this. He does have people surrounding him with the best support that he can from a legal aspect, but they're also trying to reach him on a humanistic level. Aiden Ross apparently reached out to Clavicular saying that, we're gonna get you the best lawyers and stuff like that to take
I hate
the
Aiden.
situation. But also, we don't want you to die because what you're doing is a path of self-destruction.
They're trying to make an example out of him. That's why they're saying he has to go to court in 2-3 weeks. So let me explain to you guys what the fuck I did. I called Clav, we're getting the best lawyers, so she's good. But
They're trying to make. Why is he acting like he's a victim?
Clav, I'm gonna make sure that, I want you to get the help you deserve. Bro, nobody deserves to die at a young age. I just care. I want him to just, be in a good spot.
I think it's a bad look when the other self-destructive content creators are telling you that you are being so self-destructive that they can't even attach themselves to you. They're actively seeking out help for you, and they're not even helping themselves. I think that's a crazy concept. So I think that everybody knows at this point that being around Clavicular means that there is going to be fire that follows. And not fire in a good way, fire in a bad way. His name is now ringing bells in people's ears because I think that a lot of people saw what happened in the early portion of the 2020s with these over-the-top, exaggerated, self-destructive content creators. And whether you agree with me or not, but just listen as I name some of these names. Andrew Tate, Jack Doherty, Neon, Kevin Samuels, Myron, Walter, Nico, Aiden Ross, Rollo Tomasi, Ed Matthew. A lot of these people make up that red pill manosphere side of the internet. Some of them, like Nick Fuentes, who I didn't mention, are anti-Semitic and have a bunch of racial stuff going on. But for what it's worth, all of them have negative connotations towards their name, even if you may not feel that way. I know the Kevin Samuels defenders are going to be in my comment section. What that means is that organizations, structures, groups, whatever, jobs, businesses, are hyper-vigilant of anybody and everybody that is featured on these people's streams. And that would exist 10 times for the people going forward that end up on people like Clavicular streams. So it's no surprise to me that a group of Arizona State University students got packed up from their sorority based off of being on a stream.
They got dropped.
Wait.
Every girl that was in the video, they all got dropped. Their sorority, president dropped them.
But the coke?
And they can't have drinks in any picture. They have to be perfect.
How many people in the back?
Roughly probably 15.
15? Wait, so they're kicked out of the frat?
Yeah, so they're
Saying the N-word on stream. Yeah, dude, the bitch who said that is... How did Clav single-handedly ruin ASU Greek life? How did I ruin it? It was your fault. You guys did retarded shit. You guys were holding cocaine up to a fucking live stream camera.
Now, these consumers of this content have their own responsibilities as far as what they do with their actions after the fact. If you listen to some red pill dating advice and then took it verbatim, those memes where the guy is I'm a high-value man, and you took that into real life and it did not work for you, then, sucks to suck on you. That's totally your fault. I have no sympathy for those young women saying the N-word on live stream, flashing bags of cocaine at the camera, and then ultimately getting banned from their sorority. I'm surprised they haven't been kicked out of fucking school. But that does not mean that the creator themselves doesn't have some sort of blame in the situation. These people consuming your content are chasing the same 15 minutes of fame that you are. And you're out here promoting degeneracy.
My top drugs are meth, ketamine, Adderall, steroids, peptides. I do it all.
Bragging about being a crackhead is just stupid.
You're you do streams?
You take something
No.
I seen your clips before. Yeah. You were with Kai tonight, right?
No, you know I'm not with Kai, but it's nice to meet you, man.
Oh, nice to meet you too, bro. Yeah, my bad. I'm tripping balls on ketamine right now. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
And so while I would like to put 100% of the blame on the people who are actually doing the actions, I can't help but to remind influencers that the word influencer means that you are influential and you are influencing people to do certain things. You gotta have a little bit more responsibility with your voice and your power. Otherwise, you'll have fans running up to you saying things like, I don't know, I got inspired to do coke because of you.
Thank you, bro. Awesome. I love you so much. I gotta go into Coach, bro. You're so cool. Have a bag on me, bro. Let's rip it, bro.
That's the funny thing. I don't even do cocaine.
Notice how hard he cringed Max right there? That's the thing about Clavicular. I know he's chasing the fame and doesn't really represent these things or actually mean these things. I would be honestly surprised if he was even on drugs. Every time a fan has come up to him and expressed some sort of similar sentiments that he has expressed on stream, he honestly looks taken aback. It was an incident where he was taking pictures with some fans inside of some sort of gift shop. And when the rabbit had the gun on him, he seemed to be perturbed.
You doing a screen photo?
Yeah, let's go, man.
I bet. On the count of 3. Nigga, hell. 3, 2, 1. Nigga, hell.
Oh my god.
Love you, bro. Where at?
Bro, that's so cringe, bro. That was like the most gay thing ever.
Cringe Max to death. Crazy. Now,
But that's what you're promoting.
About these self-destructive streamers is that there is some sort of pushback from communities that don't fuck with what they have to say. And these people can range vastly. Clavicular got the worst of it when he was out on the strip and ultimately got pressed for saying the N-word.
I'm black and my son black. You talking about black people, talking about my kid. Fuck that bitch ass nigga. Call me a nigga. Oh, scared never come in there. Oh, yeah.
Keep selling candy, bro. Keep selling candy.
And I found it interesting how he played this situation, which kind of lets me know that he's not about this life. Every time that I see Clavicular get into some sort of real mess, some sort of situation, he kind of tuck tails and hides behind security. Or hides behind the fact that he actually doesn't like this stuff. And it's not just onlookers. His own family has criticisms about how he handles these different situations or the life that he's looking to live.
My dad said, full-blown drug addict, sad. My dad said that.
Don't say that right now.
Oh, Dad, I'm making money. What the fuck do you want me to do? Extreme will give shit to the homeless or something. Look at what my mom sent me. She said, you look better here. She said I descended. You look good back then.
Yeah,
you can put us together.
Look good with Lauren, too, bro.
My mom said,
I think he does actually do drugs.
you're doing well with the looks back stuff, but you're losing credibility as your looks fade away. Refocus on that, and maybe you'll get more respect and followers. Maybe you need rehab. Get help.
I think there's so much to take away from those two clips. Clearly, it looks like he's affected by these things. And in any other situation, we wouldn't give a known drug addict on camera any sort of sympathy or even airtime for that matter. And this may be the only time that I ever do this, but Clavicular looks lost. He looks like he doesn't want to be there, but he doesn't know how to get out. And it doesn't make it any better because the people surrounding him don't give a fuck about him either, and that's clear. The woman sitting next to him as his dad texted him said, don't say that. What do you mean don't say that? That's a real thing. That's a real emotion that's happening in real time. Why do I have to hide that? And then his buddy in the car is discouraging his mother's advice to him, saying that he looks like he's changed. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Clavicular literally looks like he's been changing. He's taking this looks maxing thing to a whole different level and is even dabbling with more drugs and now cosmetic surgeries to get it done. People are claiming that he's literally withering away.
It's really funny how Clavicular is shocked that his fan base is full of a bunch of losers and cringy people, because I just saw an interaction between him and some of his fans, and his fans came up to him saying like all this racist stuff to the camera or whatever. Clav was getting annoyed. He was like, bro, you're so cringy, like stop saying that. And it's like, dude, who do you think your fans are? This is what you built. And it's also funny because I know for a fact Clavicular would describe those two guys using every name under the sun to say how ugly they are.
So the streets say that Clavicular has been withering away. Apparently, like, he's responded to the withering allegations and he's like, nah, it's not happening. But basically what other people are saying is he's taken so many substances, like, so consistently that it's, you know, it's doing it to him.
I knew Clavicular was done when he was in the gym with somebody, just yap. This is when I knew he was a kid. He talking about, I've taken 20 milligrams of ratatouille. Now they talking about he falling apart. Yeah, bro, he putting all kinds of chemicals in his butt.
And they're like, oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. What's interesting about that concept to me is, like, as a looks maxer, wouldn't longevity be part of the things you look for? Like, wouldn't it, like, oh, if I do this substance now, like, it would make me look a certain way now, but later it might blah, blah, blah.
The reality is that Clavicular is in for a rude awakening. His reputation is catching up to him. He's beginning to realize that his actions do have real world consequences. And the only thing that he can fill these different voids in his life with are more drugs and more insane content. In the last clip, the guy was trying to figure out how this happened so fast, but I think oftentimes because stuff is sensationalized on the internet and we're desensitized to different concepts, all the people that were doing the outrageous content and self-destructive content for the past couple of years, we know for a fact that this stuff is detrimental to people's lives. So no wonder why the pinnacle of all of these content creators, the culmination of all these content creators, the little spawn of every commentary channel's, videos over the past couple of years has come into form, and no wonder he's like self-destructing. No wonder this is happening to this guy. He's the next evolution of a train wreck. He's like a speed train using nitrous, literally, the chemical. Get some help, buddy, and for the love of God, stop putting this brother on my TL.
Facts. I've avoided him as long as I could, alright? I always skim past him, just I don't want to hear it. Especially when I saw that he was hanging out with Sneeko and Myron and them. No, don't care. But, I mean, whatever. He gonna get what's coming to him. This is what happens when you do dumb shit online just for clout and attention. You have to pay the consequences, so he'll get what he deserves. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!